While has another one, do while loop. For has another loop for each loop. Condition-based looping is while loop. Yesterday I implemented a small program. If the next button is visible, displayed, click the next button. Again check whether it is visible or not. Yes, visible. Click the next button. Again verify the next button visible or not. Yes, visible, true. Click the next button. Like this it will go. When the given condition not visible, when the given condition false, what is the condition I have given yesterday in the looping? Check whether it is displayed or not. If displayed, continue the code. If displayed one more time, continue the code. If displayed one more time, run the code. Not displayed, then exit. This kind of condition-based looping is while loop. Okay. What is the other one? Do while loop. Take the next one. Do while loop. Do while loop. Shortly we call as do loop. Take some short notes about it first. Otherwise, first let us talk about the syntax, then we go for the notes. Coming to do while loop, do some statements. See, there is no condition at beginning. Do the statements, meaning do the statements, no condition. First, execute the statements. To continue further iteration, lastly verify the condition. See, while loop is like this. While condition the statements. While loop, check the condition first. While loop, verify the condition first. When the condition satisfied, then only it enters into the loop body. Supposing the first time itself is the condition not satisfied, what happened? Condition not satisfied, what happened? First time itself, condition not satisfied, false. The code inside the loop will not run even one time also. While loop, verify the condition first. When the condition satisfied, then only it enters into loop body. What about do loop? Do you have any condition at the top? Do loop, run the code first. Do loop will execute the code first. To continue further iteration, it will verify the condition given. When the condition satisfied, it continue, otherwise exit from the loop. The major difference between the while loop and do loop, while loop check the condition first, then enters into the loop body. Whereas do loop will run the code first, then verify the condition to continue further. Without checking any condition, I want to run the code at least for one iteration, then we go for do loop, that is do while loop. Run the code, check the condition to continue. If the condition satisfied, continue. Not satisfied, exit. Note on the syntax. Do statements. At bottom we give the condition. At bottom we give the condition. Take the notes about it. Do loop, first execute the code. Do loop, first execute the code. Then check the condition to continue. Then check the condition to continue further iterations. Then check the condition to continue further iterations. See, if you want to run your code at least for one iteration, irrespective of the condition value, then we go for I want to run the code at least one time, irrespective of the condition value, whether it is true or false. Then we have to go for do loop, that is do while loop. Continuation. Do loop used to run the code. Do loop used to run the code at least for one time, irrespective of the condition value. Irrespective of the condition value. It is used to run the code at least for one time, irrespective of the condition value. So if you want to run the code at least for one iteration, irrespective of the condition, whether true or false, then we have to go for do loop. Okay. In this application, I want to read. Previously, yesterday, what I did, I'm just clicking the next button till the last month in the calendar. I want to read and print month and years. Month and year I want to print. All month and year available in the calendar I want to print. Don't worry about the Selenium code what I'm implementing. Here what I'm doing is, I'm reading this month and year, March 2022, into some variable. And I'm printing that value, month and year I'm printing. It's while loop only. The code invoke the application. Checking the next button is displayed or not. If displayed, reading the month and year into some variable printed, and again clicking the next button. It is going till the last month and year. The last month and year available in the calendar, March 2023. Good example to understand do loop. Here it is May 2023, right? Why it is printing only March 2023? Last iteration was not executed. Lastly, that next button is not available, right? The lastly next button is not available. What is my code here? First check next button is displayed. If displayed, then only read the month and year. If the next button is visible, then only read the month and year. Is the next button visible in the last time? Next button is available here?
No, sir.
Condition true or false?
False.
Last iteration, what is the condition? False. As the condition false, this code is not executed. While true, execute the code. While true, execute the code. While true, execute this code. While false, exit. At last iteration, next button not displayed, false. This code was not executed on this last iteration. Hence, it is not reading the last month and year. Hope you understood. I'll go with the do loop. Do. No condition. Read the month and year. No condition at beginning. Printed it, then click the next button. While the next button is displayed. First read the month and year. Printed it. One moment. Here, first read the month and year. There's no condition at beginning. March 2022. Read and printed. Then click the next button. Still next button is available. Yes, available, displayed. Continue one more iteration. Read the month and year. April 2022. Printed it. Click the next button. Again check next button is available or not. Yes, available. Continue. When it comes to last iteration, it will read the month and year. April 2023. Printed. Click the next button. It will read up to April. Do the statements. Read the month and year. Check whether it is displayed or not. Displayed. Continue. Read the month and year. March 2022. And printed it. Okay. This value also it is reading and printing. February 2022. Printed. Click the next button. Check next button is visible or not. Visible. Continue. Read the month and year. March 22. Printed. Click the next button. April 2022. It's going like February 2023. After printing the month and year, click the next button. Check next button is displayed. Read the next month and year. March 2023. It's printing March 2023. Click the next button. After printing March 2023, it is clicking the next button, verifying the next button is available or not. Not available, so exit. Right. For that reason, it is not reading the last two. Now in this application, this property is same for this one also. BUI-calendar_month. Okay, this is a problem.
With ID, sir.
ID, there are some numbers. Numbers may dynamically change actually. If I go with ID, I have to go for export, but I do not want to confuse you with Selenium code. ID also same for the both actually. You will get up to April 2023. Okay, I have to derive some other Selenium logic, leave it. That is not our intention. Do loop here, because if I build the Selenium code, you'll be confused. Here, At first, it is running the code. If I go with the while loop last month and year, this April 2023 will not be retrieved because in the last iteration, next button is not available. First, I want to run the code. To continue further iterations, I have to go with a condition. At this moment, just try to understand it with a generic example because we do not know about the Selenium code. I'm declaring some variable I. The I value equal to some value, say 101. Do, there's no condition at beginning. I want to print the I value. I'm incrementing the I value. I'm putting condition at the beginning. The I value is less than or equal to 100. What is the I value initially? 101. What is the condition I have given? Less than or equal to 100. 101 less than or equal to 100. False. But at least one time this code will run. If I go with the same with the while loop, one time also the code will not run. If you want to run the code at least for one iteration, irrespective of the condition, last we have to use semicolon here. If you want to run your code at least for one time, irrespective of the condition value, you have to go for do loop. First execute the code, print 101, I becomes 102. Condition, verify the condition. If the condition satisfied, go further. Note on this first example. No condition at beginning, that is the only difference.
Hi, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in the previous code, can we write next dot click after the while so that it makes sense?
Now, if you write after the while, this will not run continuously, right? Only the loop is running continuously, right? No, at application level, I mean Selenium level example, you leave it. Because I have to modify the Selenium code, it works. But I mean, last month also I can take, but my concentration not on Selenium code at this moment.
Okay, sir.
Right. Now, I'm giving the I value 1. First I printed, 1 printed. I becomes 2. It check the condition. I less than or equal to 100. After printing the 1, I becomes 2. 2 less than or equal to 100. True. It come out or will continue?
Continue, sir. Up to 100.
This will continue. As a condition satisfied, it will continue. Previously, condition not satisfied, it exit. After printing 100, I becomes 101. 101 less than or equal to 100. False. Up to 100 you will get. Finally, end of the do loop. Okay, I made a spelling mistake in the print. Up to 100 we are getting here. Then end of the do loop. Note on this code also. Previously condition false, but at least one time the code was executed. Okay. Take the next one. For loop. For loop. Coming to for loop, you want to run the code for a specified number of iteration. I want to run same code for 10 times, 20 times, a particular number of times. Then we have to go for loop, where you give a range. For inside the open and closing parentheses, we have to specify three parts actually. Some code, this code I want to run for a range of values. 10 times, say 0 to 9. 10 times, 1 to 10. 1 to 10 meaning 10 times. 0 to 9 also 10 times. At first we have to give starting value from where you want to start. You have to initialize a variable. It is not int. Initialize the variable. Where you want to start from 0 or 1. Then a condition to decide how many times you want to run the range. It is starting value. Here, using a condition, you are going to specify the end value. Say 0 to 9, 1 to 10, something like this. Each time how you want to increment the variable. Update. Start from 0 till 9. Each time increment 1, 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Otherwise, 0, not 1, I wanted 2, I equal to I plus 2. How you want to increment the variable value for each iteration to be mentioned. Start value, say 0, end value, say for example 9. First we have to initialize the variable, int I equal to 0. Condition to decide maximum value, I less than or equal to 9. I less than or equal to 9. Update I plus plus or I equal to I plus 1. Note on the syntax first. Take the notes about it. For loop used to run the code. For loop used to run the code. For loop used to run the code for a specified number of iterations. It is used to run the code for a specified number of iterations. For a specified number of iterations, like 10 times, 20 times, etc. Listen. In some Excel sheet, I have prepared some sample data. Multiple usernames and password. Supposing this is my login test case. I prepared a program to verify login functionality working or not in my project. I want to execute this login test case using the input data present in this Excel sheet. Read the data present in Excel sheet, execute the test case. Read the next combination of data present in Excel file and execute the test case. How many times the same code need to be run in this scenario?
4 times.
4 times. We know clearly 4 times because how many samples are available here? 4. I know I want to run this code for 4 iterations. 4 times. Same code I want to run for, same login test case code I want to run for 4 times. As we know, how many times you want to run, go with for loop. I do not know while loop. Condition based looping is while. In the previous example, next button available. But I do not know how many times I want to click the next button. If display, click it. If display, click it. Condition based. Here I clearly know 4 times I want to run my code. Here we have to go for loop. Okay, in array I have about 10 elements. I want to access all of the elements available in the array. There are 10 elements. I build some code to access the data present in the 0th position. How many times same code need to be run? 10 times. 0 to 9, 10 times. In this scenario, we have to go for loop. So for loop used to run the code for a particular number of times, 10 times, 20 times, 100 times. If you know how many you want to run the code, then we have to go for loop. For there are 3 parts here. First, initialize a variable, starting value. Int I equal to, I want to start from 0. I less than or equal to 9. What is the maximum value you have given? 9. 0 to 9. Each time I want to increment I with 1, I plus plus. Print the I value. I value starting with 0. First 0 printed. Each time you are incrementing I with 1, I plus plus. Here you can also use I equal to I plus 1. What is the maximum value you have given? 9. First 1 printed, I becomes 2. 2 less than or equal to 9, true. 2 printed, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next time 10, condition not satisfied, exit. So here we are giving a condition, agreed, but based on the number of times you want to run. Condition to decide the endpoint. The output is 0 to 9. In place of this I plus plus, I can also use I equal to I plus 1. Generally, when we go for this, each time I want to increment I with 2, I plus plus cannot do it. So I equal to I plus 2, 0, 3, 5, 7, up to. Okay, next time value is 10, right? Initially 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 less than or equal to 9, false. The condition exit. If you want to increment only 1, just simply go for I plus plus. Already there is a variable declared I. Directly I can use this variable. Somewhere already variable available. I'll start I value with 0 here. If not declared, you declare and proceed. I want to print from 10 to 0. Or the condition I want to print 10 to 1 otherwise. 10 to 1 I want to print.
I is greater.
I greater than
Goes to
or
1.
equal to 1. I,
Minus minus.
we have to decrement the I.
Yes, sir.
Screen is stop, right?
Right. This output is 0 to 9. I want to print 10 to 1. This output starting value 10 up to 1. Each time I equal to I minus 1. First 10, then 9, then 8, something like this up to 1. Note on this example also. We can increment, we can decrement. Starting value 10, end value 1. Each time I want to decrement the I value. See, what is the practical usage of this for loop legend? I told you in the Excel sheet down the line while implementing Selenium test cases, we develop some kind of programs also we have to create. I have some elements in array. I want to access data present in array. I'm declaring an array of type string. My array name is cars. I'm storing some sample data here. Something. There are 3. I want to access all of the elements present in array using a for loop. Using a for loop. Tell me the code. Previously, we used to access the data in this way. The name of the array, cause of its index. Access the data present in 0th position, first position, and second position. 3 values are available, we are accessing like this. If 100 values are available, more values are available, better same statement I want to repeat for multiple times. How many times? In this scenario, how many times? 3 times.
3 times.
Same code I want to run for 3 times. As we know how many times you want to run the code, we have to go for loop. Int I equal to, here array index start from, array index start from 0. I less than or equal to 2. If I put less than 3. Instead of hard coding the value 3, you know, length will return the value dynamically, correct? If I put 3, okay, this time I'll put 3. I plus plus. I'll run this code. 0 less than 3 meaning 2, 0, 1, 2. What happened?
Car of I, sir.
Code executed for 3 times, but every time it is accessing the 0th element value. We have to substitute with I. Okay? Tomorrow you added some other data here. When I run this code, why it is not accessing the last value, Honda?
I less than or equal less than.
Because of the value is hard coded. Instead of hard coding this, if you are able to dynamically substitute the length, it would be better. If 4 available, length will be substituted. 10 available, you no need to update this logic. Every time it is dynamically accessing the length of the array. This time what is the length of the array? There are 4 elements available. Less than 4 meaning 3, 0 to 3. Got it? The accessing elements present in an array using for loop. So any array concept is same. Array index starts from 0. Length will return number of elements present in the array. Each time you are incrementing the I value with 1 because I have to go from 0, 1 to something like this. I am printing the value present at the given position of the array. Okay. I want to access only first 2 cars in the first 2 values available in the array. First two values available in the array. I less than 2, 0 and 1. You have a flexibility with the for loop. Starting value, end value you can mention. You want to start from 0 till last, 0 to 9, say. If there are about 10 elements available. You can access the beginning values. You can also access the middle range. You can also access the last value. That's your choice. Supposing here I am giving 2 and less than 4. That is 2 and 3. These values I am accessing. Here what I am trying to highlight, for loop is a very flexible loop. You decide from where you want to start. What are the elements you want to access? All elements you want to access? Few elements you want to access? That is your choice. Only starting value and end value you have to configure according to your requirement. Okay. This time, I'll go with the array list. Array list. Of data type, say for example, integers. Mock list equal to new. Hope you remember array list. You remember array list or not? Now,
Sir.
Yes.
I'm adding the data into the array list. Mock list dot add some data I'm adding. I'm adding here. Actually, Selenium will pump the data into the array list. Dynamically, we never add the data like this in real time. Your Selenium will access the data present in our web page, dynamically load into the array list. Okay, I want to access all of the elements available in the array list using this for loop. In I equal to 0, I less than, don't hardcode the value.
Mark the size.
Mock list dot size I plus plus. Mock list is array list. Get off I get used to access the data from a array list. What type of data available in this? Integer.
Integer.
No, whatever it is returning, integer, I'm storing in a temporary variable. The first iteration marks will have
10.
10.
Then
Second iteration I value 1. Marks will have 20.
20.
Third iteration 30. Last iteration 40. We are able to access the data from 10 to 40, all of the elements present in the array list this time. Previous one is array. This is array list. Accessing elements present in an array list using for loop. Okay. Let me explain one practical scenario here. Only try to understand the for loop usage, not the Selenium code. Here I made the code up to I build the code for opening Amazon. Here we have a drop-down list here. There are many items available in this drop-down list. I want to read all these items and printed them. Don't worry about this. Down the line, we learn all about this. Here only I am explaining the practical usage of the for loop. The Selenium provide an option called method called get options. Get options. It will read all options available in the drop-down list. All options in the drop-down list I am reading using a method called get options here. What is the return type of the get options method?
String. Return type.
I'm showing you here clearly.
List.
Web element. Web element.
List, sir.
Or a
List, sir.
list.
A list of web element, not one. There are multiple elements. What is this web element? It's a Selenium reference type. String is a Java type. Object is a Java type. Web element is a Selenium reference type. We are storing the option elements into the Java memory. I'm creating a Java list of web element, the category list. For explaining the concepts, we are loading the data manually here, correct? I'm loading the data into array or array list manually here, right? What is happening here? Selenium adding all these values into the list. All these items, Selenium is adding into the Java list. What is the Java list name here? Cat list. All options available in the drop-down list. All options available in the drop-down list. Dynamically, we are adding into Java list. Here, the Java list name is cat list. I want to print number of options available in this. Cat list dot size. We'll run the code, see the output. It's saying there are about 28 elements available there. I want to print all of them. We have to go for it. How many are there? 28. So it's very clear now. How many times I want to run the code accessing the data present in the list? 28 times. The data is available in array list. You know array index start from? Array or array index start from? 0. I less than. What is my Java list name here? Cat list. As per my code, my Java list name is cat list dot size I++. Then cat list is a Java list. Get used to access the data. I want to read the text of the element. These I'm storing in some variable, category name. We are accessing the data present in the array list. We are accessing the data present in the array list. I have given the I value as, initially I value 0 up to the size. I want to print that category name. I'm printing that category name. See the output. All 28 items are printed. The first one, all departments. Last one, women's fashion. Check in the application. All departments, first one. The last one, women's fashion. Your Selenium code able to dynamically pump or load the data into the Java memory, that is Java list. Here only I explained you again practical usage of the for loop. Here again I explained you the usage of the for loop. There are 28 items available in the array list. I want to access all of them. Everything I want to access. Starting from 0 till the end. In the previous examples, I am loading the data into the array. We are loading the data into the array list manually. Actually in Selenium, we don't add data like this. Your Selenium will access the data present in the application under test, dynamically load into the Java memory, that is array list. Only to understand the concept of how to count the number of elements, how to access the data, some data should be available. Hence, I am loading some data into the array list. Got it? Even Java developer also will never add data like this. Dynamically, the data will be added into the Java memory. Well, again here my intention is not explaining you the Selenium code, how to print the items, practical usage of the for loop in Selenium programs. Right. So take the next one. Last one, for each loop. For each loop. For each loop. Coming to for each loop. What is the loop name? For each, meaning for each item present in an array, for each item present in an array list, I want to run some code. For each item present in an array or array list, I want to run some code. See, in the for loop, we have an option flexibility. Starting value you can decide, end value you can decide. For each loop, no starting value, no ending value, because it is specially made for to work with all of the elements available in array, all of the elements available in array list. Starting value, ending value, you cannot decide. If 10 items available, code will run for 10 items present in the array. 100 items available, code will run for 100 items present in the array. You don't have an option to say starting value and ending value. If you want to decide for loop, for each loop will run the code for all of the elements present in array list. No starting value and ending value. Take the notes about it. For each loop, it is used to run the code. It is used to run the code. It is used to run the code for each element. For each element present in an array, For each element present in an array or an array list. For each element present in an array or an array list. See, as it is specially made for accessing all of the elements available in array or array list, no starting value, no condition, no ending value. Supposing my array is a data type integer. Your array is of data type string, array list also. First, the syntax will be like this. The data type, your variable name, colon, array, or the array list name. Note on the syntax. No starting value, no ending value. It is used for working with all of the elements available in array or array list. It is used to work with all of the elements present in array or array list. So no starting value, no ending value. Look at this one. Here I have an array here. It's array, not array list. There are 4 elements of data type string available in this array. I want to access all of the elements available in this array using for each loop. No for each. It is also a for loop only. As per the syntax, what I have to do first? I have to declare a variable with corresponding data type. What type of data available in this array? String. So, the variable what I am using here, car is my variable. Array list name is car. Car is my variable. Colon, name of the array or name of the array list. Cars. So what happens now? It is used to access all of the elements present in array or array list. You are not mentioning 0 or 10 or something. In the first iteration, it will run from beginning till end. No range. Everything present in the array or array list will be accessed. In the first iteration, BMW available here of data type string. In the variable car, in the first iteration, BMW will be stored. Second iteration, Audi will be stored. Next iteration, Volvo will be stored. The last iteration, Honda will be stored. I'm just printing a car. No starting value, no ending value, because it is specially made to access all of the elements available in array list. Hope you understood this one. Note on this first example. It is used to access all elements present in array list. Same you can also achieve with for loop also, right? We can also achieve the same with for loop. Then what makes the difference? For loop is a flexible loop. If really you want to access all of the elements, I go for each loop. I want to access only few. I want to implement some conditions. I have to go with for loop. This what in this example I have mentioned somewhere. No, I have not copied. I explained only first two values I want to access. Last two values I want to access. Middle two values I want to access. That is possible with only for loop. For each loop, no condition, nothing. Everything will be, you want to access all of the elements in an array or array list, go like this. Accessing elements present in an array using the for each loop. The first one is array concept. We are accessing data present in array using for each loop. The same way, how to access the data present in an array list using for each loop. Now this time we have an array list. So as I copied and pasted, you need to go for import statement. Here I declared an array list, marked list to store the integer values. 4 values I stored, manual I stored. I want to access all of the elements available in this array list. All elements I want to access. I can go for each loop. Tell me, remaining to you tell me. I want to print everything. Using for each loop, not for loop. Everything I want to print.
Integer data type.
The data type is int. Actually, this integer is a class, not a primitive data type, correct? It wraps, converts primitive data type int to integer. Means this integer you can store in int. Some variable name. Data is my variable name. Colon. What is the name of the array list here? Mock list.
Mark list.
So in the first iteration, 10 will be stored in data. Second iteration 20, like 30 and 40. Let us print it. I'm printing the data. Here we are accessing the data present in an array list using for each loop. Either array or array list, this concept is same. For what type of data available in array or array list? Data type, some variable name, it is colon, not semicolon, colon, name of the array or name of the array list.
Sir, while accessing element present in the array list, why should not we use the get in the statement?
1 second. What's your question? It's not required because it is specially made to access all of the elements. Automatically in the first iteration, it is getting the data available in the first position and storing. If I go with for loop, you have to get. For each loop is specially made to retrieve all of the elements present in an array or array list. There is a default mechanism, it will automatically access. Right now, Okay. Here we have some list of elements here. We have list of elements here. How many are there? 4. In a list of elements, I want to check some given value available or not. I'm declaring some variable here. Value to be check. I'm giving 30. What is my variable name here? Value underscore to be underscore check is my variable name of data type integer. What is the value I have given? 30. 30 is available in the list or not, I want to test. This is a practical scenario. In a drop-down list, I have list of items. Somewhere computers available or not, I want to check. Somewhere computers available or not, I want to check. Available or not? Available. Manually, we are checking like this. A array or array list contain a list of elements. How to verify the particular item available in the array or array list or not? In the first iteration, what is the variable of the, what is the value of the data? 10. Okay, what is the array list name here? Mock list. Second. This is also not required here. If, what is the array list name here? Mock list. There is a method called contain. We have a method called contains. What is the value you want to check? Actually, here we have, one second. A value to be check. If this condition satisfied, test pass. If the condition not satisfied, test fail. I have given 30. 30 is available in the list. Test pass. I given some other value, say 100. You don't have 100 in the list. We are getting test fail. If you want to check a specific item available in a array list, this is the logic. There is a method called contains. Better you note down this example. A script to verify, a script to check, specified element present in array list or not. A script to check the given element available in the array list or not. Here we have created an array list. I'll write one more program here. I'm declaring a array list of data type say string. The name of the array list car list. I'm adding some sample data here. This time it is a string. The value to be checked. I'm giving say Honda. If the car list contains the variable name car to be checked, test pass, otherwise test fail. Yes, in the list Honda is available. Pass. I'm giving something demo. Demo is not in the list. Test fail. So generally in any Selenium program, in a drop-down list, in a page, something available or not, you want to test, this kind of logic would be helpful. Better you note down this logic. A script to verify the given item available in the list or not. Note down this program. Take this code. There is a ready-made function available for the array list, contains, will check the given item available in the list or not. If available, true. If not available, false. Based on this, we can able to verify a particular item available in the drop-down list or not. A particular element, a link available in the page or not. Many times we use this kind of logic in Selenium scripts. Contains is a method, belongs to array list, any list. Check the given element available in the list or not. If available, true. If not available, false. Well, taken? We'll stop here today. And Monday, freshly we start with the Selenium training. Okay, just Java is not done, not completed. To start Selenium programs, whatever the basic Java knowledge required, I explained what we have learned together, what is a variable, what is a data type, what are the primitive data types, what are the reference data type, string and object we have discussed, then arrays, array list, if condition, switch case, while loop, do loop, for each loop. These are the very, very basics of Java. Down the line, while developing Selenium script, whatever and wherever the Java is needed, I'll teach you Java concept and TestNG, Apache Py, Cucumber. There are many things to be learned. So we start implementing the Selenium test cases from Monday. Otherwise, next 15 days still, if I extend the discussion about Java programming, always some question running in your mind, why I am learning this much amount of Java, where I practically use this Java. See, sometimes to demonstrate you usage of the Java, sometimes I am writing some Selenium program to explain the practical usage of the Java in Selenium. So to avoid such kind of confusions, Just I given some basic idea about programming, Java programming. We'll start learning Selenium and developing Selenium script. While building Selenium script, whatever the remaining Java is required, that Java I teach you and we implement. Okay? Thank you. We continue on Monday. Thank you, online team.
Thank
Happy
you, sir.
weekend. We continue on Monday. Thank you.
Thank you.